Do do do, take me back. That was my favorite song in Rocky. You ever seen Rocky? You know that's the main song in the movie, man. When you watch that movie, it'd be like, "Take me back, do 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 do, take me back." I've been told that. So, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Bulletz Gotti. You already know what it is. I was supposed to been here and went live, but I was over here contemplating on doing my upload or going live. So I said, you know what? I'll do my upload tomorrow morning. I'll get or afternoon. This afternoon I'll start working on that. But I said I gotta do this YouTube video and address the nonsense, man. You know, I was, you know, occupying myself. Secret tickles. That's crazy. So let's get into it like this. So I'm living good. I'm living good, fam. So y'all know the bozo dude Hassan Campbell. He went live again and dude ranting and raving. He don't know if he's Sharif. He don't know if he old dog. Dude ranting and raving. Dude did a whole live stream talking about his mom's, you know, talking about his sister now. I go on the dude Instagram page, right? Now this is how you know a nigga, this how you know a nigga not valid in his family, right? The dude saluting his sister, man. Yeah, we at it again, man. Fuck that nigga. We dumping. So the dude's on the page, and I think he must be saw my videos that I've been doing. So now he want to talk about mom, Dukes, his pops, and his sister, right? Now I brought awareness and saying, yo, Hassan Campbell, you talk all of this about dudes not being loyal, but why is you not supporting your sister's platform and having your father up there and do an interview with your pops? Do an interview with your sister because she did a whole sit down interview, which is very informative. It was very informative. I kind of like the interview that your sister did with your pops. It's very informative because I'm so inquisitive to understanding the mental of a man that gets online and says all these lies. Uh, Medina Pullins, go check her channel out. Great channel, great platform. She's a she's a spiritual pastor, you know. So when I watched the platform with his sister and his pops talking, and I'm like, hold on. So you mean to tell me this dude paint this narrative of his father? Now his sister's on the platform. She ain't saying anything that Hassan has been saying on YouTube. Everything that she and her pop said in that interview debunks everything that Hassan Campbell has been saying about his family for the longest. This dude went online and said the most reprehensible, horrible things about his mother, saying that he wanna. Number one time he said he was gonna slap his mother. Another time he said his mother was a drunk. Like he just was dragging his moms on online, right? And then he does a video talking about Wanda. Like, dude, you want forgiveness? What do you want? You want sympathy? You want people to show empathy for you because you want people to believe that you was this loving, caring son, and that's not the case, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why homie family ain't rocking with him. You know? Oh, that's a fact. We don't do no ponytails. It's a reason why his pops and his sister is not on his platform. They not jacking what he been doing and what he been saying. If your family jack you, you would have your family on your platform. You know, I looked at his post. He did a post wishing his sister happy birthday. I'm like, okay. You know, when you wish somebody happy birthday, especially a family member, like a loved one, you know, they gonna comment. And I'm like, yo, his sister didn't even comment on his post. His sister didn't even comment on his page. And it's been multiple times I seen him post his sister. She ain't never comment one time on that nigga page. How can you say you got a relationship when when your sister and your pops is not jacking you? It's something that ain't right within you that the family ain't jacking you. That's something I don't understand. Like it made me wonder a little bit, like the psychology of that. Like, you mean to tell me your sister's a big time? Like, I got pastors in my family. You know what I'm saying? I got pastors. My cousin is a pastor. I got multiple pastors in my family. You know what I'm saying? I got successful people in my family. And, you know, we all acknowledge each other. You know what I'm saying? When a lot of my family members saw me on the tube, they saluted me. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to Hassan, it's like his loved ones ain't showing him love because they don't appreciate the agenda he's pushing. Y'all gotta really look at it like this, right? If my sibling is a big time pastor that is known, very known, and a lot of people support them, and I got a psychotic, psychopathic, uh, delusional brother that's on the net get drunk and say outlandish things and make a moron, an ass out of himself. Because you gotta look, Hassan Campbell makes an ass out of himself on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This dude get bottles thrown at him in his projects. One minute he'll wake up and be on some sharif trying to preach to the people when we know he don't stand for nothing. Then another minute he talking this murder one, kill him up, shoot him up, bang, bang. He Billy Badass. You know what I'm saying? He talking about he gonna run down, his niggas gonna shoot, he gonna shoot, he's a shooter, he got bodies, right? So he wake up with 3 different personalities. This is a dude that got personality disorder. You know, he has a what you call main character syndrome. You know, this is a dude that tells the world that all this that he said about Pistol Pete, right? And then come to find out, you know, none of these things happen, right? But he's been running around dragging them, and then the same people that he been dragging sex, money, murder, he runs around with dudes that's from Soundview that is sex, money, murder. You get what I'm saying? So this is a guy that basically has an identity complex. He don't know if he's a street dude or a civilian or a man that's a father. He don't know who the real him is because he's suffering from a complex. You have to look, you know, this dude, in facts, Waggy, you know, this dude is 48 years old, right? He's gonna be 49 this year. He's gonna be 50 years old next year, right? Instead of him doing positive things in his community, proving the people wrong, he rather buy coats, cars, fake jewelry, and boast and brag about dumb nonsense. You know, and then he'll tell y'all, well, I'm gonna pay taxes. Okay. I got debt. But it's so many things he could do that prove dudes wrong about. The non-profit programs he could put in Bronx River. You know, if he do things like that, he could show dudes like, yo, Yeah, Bam did all this, but look, I did this. You understand what I'm saying? See, he can't show and prove because he's a man with nonsense. Let's keep it real. Shout out to Twin, because that's my guy. Me and Twin gonna be chopping it up. And I'm thinking about getting Twin on a documentary. Because I think this documentary, Trapped in the Closet, Hassan Campbell, the true story. I think what this documentary is gonna foretell and is gonna show that this man was a liar. That his claim to fame on YouTube is that he never wanted to be a YouTuber. But he got an offer that he could not refuse. You know? Where he said that he was a victim when he really wasn't a victim, y'all. Hassan was never a victim. Let's just get this clear. Hassan is a guy that basically had no problems with Bambaataa. He said out his mouth to me on the phone multiple times. He said, you know, I made my peace with Bam. Me and Bam was good. He said, I didn't want to be on YouTube. This is Ron Savage's story. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't want to be on YouTube. They picked my video up, and that's what made me be on YouTube. So this is a dude that basically never wanted to be on YouTube. Never wanted an outlet. Never wanted a voice. But he got a voice because, ladies and gentlemen, the society we live in. And his beef and his issue with the rappers, with the street dudes, is that nobody supported him. All right? He was upset that nobody supported him. So he was mad with the Mice songs. He was mad with all the rappers, especially the ones from the Bronx. He was mad that nobody supported him. So when he saw that he could not profit off of the Bambaataa thing, he had to switch gears. And the newest thing to make money for him was basically talking about rappers, talking about street dudes. Hassan is a dude that is what you call, I like to call him wasted talent. He got lucky off of a story because the story was, let's keep it real, it was different. It's a guy that said that he basically was touched by Africa Bambaataa and it was in Bronx River. Well, that was a lie. Bam did not live in Bronx River when Hassan was a kid. Bam left Bronx River in the late 80s, maybe way before the late 80s. And he moved to Unionport Road in Parkchester, right? My great-grandparents lived on Unionport Road and lived in the third floor. Bam lived on the third floor, actually the same building, right? So Bam and him was in a relationship. They was never like, a lot of people know Bam, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people in the Bronx, you know, a lot of people in the Bronx said Hassan is capping. They said he was capping. And the sad part is he was capping. So he lied on Tawfiq, said Tawfiq was trying to kill him, which that was never true. You know, he lied on everybody. You know, everybody knew Bam had sugar in his tank. Hassan was his lover. He keep talking about the graphic things. He talk about getting died, pickled, and then this is a man that said he's a victim. I don't know any victim. Let's keep it real. I don't know any victim that's telling other heterosexual males that he's gonna sodomize them and sexually assault them and do them like Adabisi. Okay? I don't know any heterosexual male is telling men that he's gonna knock them out and sexually assault them and sodomize them. A man that says he's a victim of these type of transgressions. This is the same man that's been online, like I said, dogging his moms out, dogging his pops out, dogging his whole family out. And this is a dude that basically told y'all, yo, these people is bothering my family. Ain't nobody bothering his family. Hassan don't care about his family. He's a disgrace to his family. That's why you wouldn't see him on his sister's channel. His sister is very successful. You know, very successful. Got her own church, you know, got a YouTube channel, which I showed y'all the interview with her and Hassan's father. And they is not pushing narratives that Hassan is pushing. Son been pushing narratives because you gotta understand, he ain't who he say he is. He ain't who he say he is. You know, he painted a picture that basically he was this vulnerable young man that things happened to him. No, he wasn't that. He was a guy that came on YouTube. Salute to my brother B Sting in the building. He was a guy that came on YouTube that took Ron B Stinger's story and took Half Pint's story. Half Pint detailed the situation with him and Bam came to him in a very, you know, disrespectful way. Needless to say, inappropriate. And the way he came at him, Half Pint, you know, wasn't playing with him. And Half Pint was the first one to put with B Stinger, was the first two that speak about it on their platforms. When Half Pint passed away, Hassan regurgitate and remix Pint's story, and he regurgitate and remix B Stinger's story and made it his story. That was his claim to fame. But Hassan don't tell the people which he was really mad about with Bam. He been, like I told y'all, he been let Bam go with all that BS. He apologized. Bam accepted and he squashed it. You heard? Now B Stinger and Pint is of age. Okay? They was around the time that Bam was in Bronx River. Bam wasn't in Bronx River around the time that Hassan was coming outside. Bam is younger than Pint and B Stinger. Bam wasn't in Bronx River during the time dude was coming outside. So that was lie number one. Lie number two was that he remixed both of their stories and took it and made it his story. Nothing but a liar. And then you got him telling the fake BO stories. You know, I asked a couple dudes, and they said that's a lie. Son ain't telling the truth. Which we already knew he wasn't telling the truth. Which we already knew he wasn't who he said he was. Which we already knew he was Cap. Which we already knew he was never in the circles of any of these people, Sugar Ray and B.O. and all these dudes. They looked at him as the flunky. They looked at him as a young nigga trying to be them. They didn't look at him as an equal, and he knows that. So when he got money and he got this new fame and this new clout, he started to really believe that he was this fake image that he's putting up there. Like he was a gangster. But y'all gotta remember how he came on YouTube. He came on YouTube humble, meek, and he didn't have a dime to his name. You know, you gotta remember, Hassan was a bouncer at clubs. Hassan did security for Zulu Nation. He was Bam's security. He was upset that Bam didn't take him to the Justice or Else March to do security. He was hurt by that. So when he did that viral video and put it online, and when he took it down, when he got the phone call and he took it down and he apologized to Bam on the phone, and then fast forward to 2016, before he officially came out, he had a sit-down meeting with Bam. He hugged it with Bam and cried. And hugged it out and shook his head and told Bam he loved him. In that apartment. Yeah. And he took a picture with him. And the picture that he took, that was in May of 2016. So when he came out and did the press conference and did the interview, well, really, he didn't do the press conference yet. When he did the interview with Sarnetta and Bronx River, that was his claim to fame. When he did that interview. But the reason why he did that interview, because he was given an offer he could not refuse. An offer they could not refuse. He was given. You know what I'm saying? You got him talking about he ran down on Pistol Pete. That was a lie. He ain't run down no Pistol Pete. You know? You got to realize something. He was never down with nobody. Y'all hear me? He was never down with nobody. Hassan is a liar. And that's why when we do this documentary, because I'm telling y'all, this documentary right here is going to break the net. I don't know if I'm going to take it to Tubi or I'm going to shop it to Amazon or I'm going to just do it straight on YouTube. But this documentary right here is going to expose this dude for the liar he is. He was trapped in the closet, ladies and gentlemen. Still trapped in the closet because he don't understand the part that he don't know who he want to be. He don't know if he want to be the gangster or he want to be the dude that was the lover for so many years. Y'all got to understand, when he got caught out there, he ain't never had nobody in Bronx River on curfew. That's a lie. Let me explain something to you, right? Bronx River threw bottles. Nobody respects Bronx River. Nobody in Bronx River respect Hassan Campbell. Nobody. They threw bottles at Hassan Campbell. You know why? Because they felt he lied on Bam. He knew what he was into with Bam. And the dudes in Bronx River wasn't going for that. Because they knew he lied. They know Bam did a lot for the community. Bam did a lot for the... Yo, my mom's heard Hassan's story, and she didn't believe what he was saying. A lot of people ain't believe what he was saying. A lot of people knew Bam played on that side, but a lot of people did not believe what he was saying about Bam. That's why they was throwing bottles at him. That's why his projects don't respect him. This dude is so desperate that he would give Mac Mean footage of him cocking a gun back in Bronx River. What he did was he put the video on his Patreon, right? Ladies and gentlemen. This is how you know he's a clout chaser. He put the video on his Patreon with him cocking a gun back in Bronx River. And then he passed the video to YouTubers. The YouTubers that he worked hand in hand with. So a lot of these YouTubers blew up because they was working hand in hand with Hassan Campbell. China Brim, AK-47, 10 Toes Down. All these dudes was working hand in hand with Hassan Campbell. All these beefs that you see on YouTube was manufactured and man-made. Because Hassan Campbell wanted to stay relevant because he knew that the story wasn't true. That he knew that the story was holes in it. That he knew that he had to admit to the truth that he was in a relationship with Bam. And he had to admit to that. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew who Hassan Campbell was because his name didn't ring any bells. Hassan Campbell was a nobody. Still a nobody in the Bronx. From the South Bronx to the Northeast Bronx to the west side of the Bronx, nobody knew Hassan Campbell. Poppy wasn't who he say he is. Poppy ain't ring bells. He running with another nigga name from out there. He ain't who he say he is. You know? But he made y'all believe, he made the people, the general public masses, to believe that he was this super official dude. You know what I'm saying? What people don't understand is he ran with B Stinger, Half Pint Story. Because Half Pint and B Stinger was the ones that came out first and addressed the Bam situation. When Half Pint died, he took his story. When B Stinger fell back, he stayed taking B Stinger's story. Talking about black books, talking about this and that. He was taking dudes' stories. And even with the story with B.O., he took that story. A lot of it was Showbiz's story. You know what I'm saying? Showbiz was the one that was on Rikers Island for the shooting. You know, him shooting that twin and basically the police stopping him and arresting him and thought he was the one that murdered B.O. And he got cleared of that. That story ended up being in Vibe magazine and it ended up being in the Source magazine. Hassan Campbell went on and took this man's story, you know what I'm saying? And Showbiz don't talk about it. But he went and took Showbiz's story saying, oh yeah, I rolled out for my man. He didn't roll out for nobody. Damon already told y'all he saved Hassan's life. When David Mullins wanted to wipe him down. Real talk. So when y'all see this documentary and y'all see the who's who from the Bronx get up there and they tell y'all the real story, y'all gonna understand that. You know? So when this dude said, yo, I bust my... Listen, bro. Hassan Campbell wasn't no busting, no gun type of dude. He was a flunky. You ask any of these OGs from that era, or these OGs that you hear him talk about from the Bronx or Bronx River section, they used him as a flunky. They don't look at him as an equal. They looked at him as the little nobody dude that wanted to be down. Cause he wanted to be down. He wanted to be down. He wanted to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, Chris Lighty, got him on the cover of Midnight Marauders because he wanted to be a rapper. He wanted to be a rapper. He sit up here and try to tell his habitual lies and try to make it seem like people going at him. Nobody's going at Hassan. He's a fraud. Once you do what he did on YouTube and say the things that he said and did the things that he did, you understand how fraudulent he is. You know what I'm saying? He came on YouTube with a fake situation. And not only the situation was fake, but he had the nerve to act like he was this GOAT. Like he was this dude that really was this dude in the streets, and he wasn't. How is it that dudes in jail don't know him? Every time you hear Samuel Barnes, homie, that's his real name. Every time you hear him speak, you know, he don't speak the truth. You know, he lied on Mickey Benzo. He lied on everybody. He lied on iGod. He lied on Sugar Ray. He lied on everybody. He's flaky. He's not to be trusted. Hassan's not to be trusted by nobody. Because he snaked everybody. You know? You know, Hassan's story, his main objective was to be an agent of chaos and try to destroy the hip-hop genre for his handlers. Hassan is an industry plant. Hassan got handlers, y'all. Old girl that did that documentary is his handler. He was given a script. And he ran with the script. You feel me? He ran with the script. His script was to say, Bam did this, Bam did that. Dude is an agent. He working with them people. Talking about, yo, the government watching my page. Yo, like, he is a fear-mongering liar. Okay? None of that what he been saying on here has been substantial, and it has been official. Dude was in a relationship, and not only that, dude was lying to the world to make it seem like he was this victim that really was going through a lot. But he wasn't a victim. Like I told y'all, if y'all watch this documentary that I got coming, we gonna expose the facts that he wasn't a victim. We gonna expose that how he basically crafted, you know, this whole character that he created in his own mind, you know, basically was grafted by him. Why? Who knows? But he really came online and he did the things that he did and said the things that he said. You know? And then when you listen to his videos from back then, you could see that he basically was an agent of chaos. At first, it went to being a victim of something tragic, to him becoming this dude that basically pump out a whole bunch of nothing, you know? And it just didn't make no sense to me. And this dude came online with a well written script to do the things that he did. So he went from talking about victims to then becoming the perpetrator of the victimhood. And that's why I tell people, you can't believe the hype. You can't believe what these dudes say or do. You know? That's what people understand. Because when he came on the scene, it was to basically build his name up. Now his name is built up. Now he doing the shit that he doing. Because he know he did bad. You know? And the messed up part about all of this is that he act like he didn't know what's going on. He still act like he don't know. But we know what's going on. We know at the end of the day is that Hassan did bad. So it is what it is. You know? You can't believe a desperate man. A desperate man is a dangerous man. Hassan is a dangerous, desperate man that didn't stand for nothing. He fought for anything. And that's what people don't understand. You know? But hey, it is what it is. You know? Nigga, he ain't had no victimhood. He ain't had nothing. He just wanted people to feel sorry. He wanted to make money and get paid. And that's what he did. So, it is what it is. Like I told y'all, Hassan wasn't no victim. He was in an affair. You know? Man was mad at them for not taking him to D.C. How you mad at a man for not taking you to D.C.? And that's when I said, you know what? It's so much trash in the market that dudes are basically co-sign who had the most this and most that. You know? And it is what it is. But we gotta stay consistent and stay real and stay true. Hassan is a fraud. And that's just what it is. So, salute. I already know what it is. Like I said, man, you can't be old dog and then you want to be Sharif. And that's just real. But salute to everybody, man. It's your boy Bulletz Gotti. It's been real. I just want to do this live real quick and address the truth. Because Hassan is a liar. And we're going to stay on his neck. Salute.